Hello and thank you for joining me for your daily reading. So today we're taking a look at doing a daily checkup for you guys, and we're going to be seeing what is the overall nature of the current situation that you're dealing with. Are there any background influences that have created the situation? What are the obstacles? And of course, what are the solutions to your particular situation? Okay, so I was going to begin this one with the tarot, but then as soon as I started filming, I got the message that came through to use this deck for the strongest overall energy for you guys. So I'm just going to do that and we'll see what comes out for you guys. Okay, right, what's going on for our collective, please? What's going on for our collective? What is the situation? Thank you. Community. Okay, so this situation is currently involving a community that you're involved with. Maybe you're wanting to become more active within your community. Again, just take it as it resonates, okay, because it is still a general read. This is showing you've got this beautiful tree with all of these crows in the tree, and then you've got these gorgeous roots that go all the way down. Now the poppies, because I'm in the UK, the poppies is symbolic for remembrance, okay, because that's the association. It could be something different for you depending on where you are, where you've come from, what your culture is, what your background is, okay? But for me as a reader, that's a message about remembrance. So Spirit's asking for you to remember your roots, remember your reasons behind why you started something in the first place. Remember what it is that is important to you. Remember to stay grounded and present in the moment, okay? Avoid any echo chambers at this point in time. That's going to be incredibly damaging for you, okay? It is vital that everybody within the community has a voice and is heard and is listened to and has an opinion. It is vital that everybody is able to express their opinion, okay? Now how that ties in with the rest of your reading, obviously I don't know yet. We just have to wait and see, okay? Right, so what is the current situation for our collective, please? What is the overall nature of the situation for our collective? Whoa. Ooh, okay, King of Swords and the Seven of Swords. You gotta use your discernment, you guys. Some of yous are being lied to. Some of yous are being led astray. Now, I don't know exactly what this is about, okay? I'm not a psychic. I am an intuitive, right? The overall nature of your situation that you're dealing with, you're being lied to. Now, whatever these lies are, I don't know. Who the liar is, I don't know, right? Let's try not to get political on this channel, okay? It could be about that. Who knows? Who knows? This could be going on within a much smaller community than that, okay? You guys, you're being lied to. This is the overall nature of the situation. You have to use your discernment and figure out, why would this person lie? What would they have to gain? This is communication. This is intellect. It's reason. It's strategy. Someone's using the strategy of lies, trickery, deceit. Someone is deliberately causing unrest within a community. Have you ever seen a whole bunch of crows like that together? I have. It can be quite intimidating, actually. A group of crows called a murder, right? Very rambunctious, very loud, very noisy. There can be a lot of infighting. It's like the intent, this person's intent is deliberately to divide communities, is to cause as much infighting within a community as possible. Could be going on within multiple communities. Again, use your discernment, but please, I do not want any like politically charged comments on this channel. I really don't. It could be anything at this point in time. Like, literally. This could be somebody that you know on a personal level. You used to deal with them on a personal level. They could be lying to your friends. They could be lying to your family about you, about whatever it was that happened between you two. There could be this urgency that you feel to clear your name. Okay? It doesn't have to be within the wider community or multiple communities, as I said. This could be going on at a personal level. So somebody could be dragging your name through the mud with the intent to cause this disruption. Remember, your first message was to remember who you are, where you've come from. Remember your own roots. Remember your own ethics. Okay? You do not need anybody to take your side in order to be believed or believable. As long as you're coming from a place of good intent and of truth and of honesty and integrity, then everything else, it is going to settle down eventually. Okay, this is all about you riding this current uncertainty, this current noise. Ride it out, let the noise die down. I need to clarify this one. Can you tell us more for our collective, please, about the overall nature of the situation? And here's the thing as well that Spirit's wanting to remind you of. It doesn't matter how many times somebody repeats a lie, it's still a lie. It doesn't magically become the truth just because it's being repeated over and over and over and over. Can you tell us about this King of Swords, Seven of Swords for the overall situation for our collective, please? Can you have some more clarity on this, please? Thank you. Oh, reversals. Five of Wands reversed. I'm showing you the orientation that these ones came out in, which is off-center, but basically in the reversed position, okay? Six of Coins, the Ten of Wands, and the Page of Wands. This is an individual who, number one, thinks that they're cleverer than everybody else, and in actual fact, what they've done is stupid because they're going to get caught. They convinced themselves that they were going to get away with this lie, with this behavior. They're going to get caught. They have misjudged whoever their audience is. They've misjudged them. They've basically looked at them and gone, do you know what? All them people, they're thick as fuck. They're going to believe anything and everything that I tell them. They're stupid, they're naive, they're not able to make up their own minds. Okay, this is someone who has basically declared somehow that they are going to be in charge of this community, of this group of friends of yours, of this family of yours. This is a self-appointed individual who is looking down on everyone else going, they're all thick. They're all just going to believe whatever I tell them. I tell you what this person's doing right now. They're creating drama, they're creating problems, and then they're going to swoop in like they are the savior. This individual has got a God complex. It's written all over their energy. They've got a God complex. Simple as. They cause problems. They break things. They break down relationships deliberately so that then they can pretend to fix the problem, which they themselves created. And they'll be like, look at me, aren't I wonderful, aren't I fantastic? I am the glue that holds this community together. Or I'm the glue that holds this family together. Look at me, everybody bow down and praise me, you know? They're very, very malicious. They're very envious of other people. Very theatrical, very melodramatic. They love the attention. Absolutely. They feed off of it. Okay. Now, this one obviously is a very unfair individual. They don't care who it is that they hurt in the process, as long as they are successful, or as long as they are deemed to be successful. This is the energy of someone who cares far more about the opinions and the appearances of things, the opinions of other people about them, and the appearances, you know, how other people look at them, than genuinely being a good, honest, decent person. That they don't care about putting in the hard work to be that type of person. They just want the appearance of being that type of person. Okay. Classic example, I remember being in high school, and they weren't called head teachers in Scotland. They were called rectors. I know it's very similar to rectums, which is what we used to call them. But anyway, the head teachers were called rectors, and there was these two. There was the main one, and then there was the shadow one, who was going to take the main guy's job eventually. Well, anyway, the secondary one, eventually, after many, many years, did get the main position. And he didn't care. He didn't care about the job. He wanted the status. He wanted the status symbol that job provided him within the community. He wanted people to look up to him. He didn't actually care a single second for any child at any given time under his care, under his authority. Like he couldn't have given any lesser shit. He just wanted the title, the job title. He wanted the kudos for that position. He wanted the pay packet. He didn't actually want the responsibilities that job came with. He didn't care about doing a good job for the kids. That's why I'm using that real life example as an example here, because I'm seeing that energy right here. Somebody doesn't want the actual responsibilities of the job, the position. If this is going on within, you know, say if you're trying to co-parent with your ex, they don't want the responsibilities of being a decent parent to that child. They're just wanting the kudos of, look at me, look what I've done, look what I'm providing. Do you know what I mean? It's like a part-time parent basically carting their kid around in their buggy every other Saturday and going in the shops as though all the other people are cooing and ahhing over the new baby, you know. But that other parent doesn't actually give two shits about the baby themselves. That they're just wanting that label, they're wanting the badge, they're wanting the trophy. That's literally this energy, and this is the main concern that's going on for you guys right now. Somehow, this person, a person with these character traits, is affecting you. And they are actually affecting your ability to make smart decisions. Because everything is surrounding the lies that they've been telling. Your urgency to understandably want the truth about this person to come to light, you know. And Spirit's saying here, look, you're not going to be able to take the law into your own hands with this. Okay, unfortunately, even if this person is directly slating you, You know, you're not going to be able to take the law into your own hands here, because the way that the environment is right now, people right now are not going to listen. And therein lies the problem. They're not going to listen at this point in time, but your time will come. And Spirit's telling you that. Your moment to shine will come. What is the background influences creating this situation, please? What is the background influences creating this situation, please? Whoa, that was weird. Okay, the Knight of Cups and the Hierophant. Okay, you're probably a spiritual teacher of some type. Or, because you've got the Hierophant, okay? That is religions or the spiritual side of life. Do keep in mind they are entirely two different things. It's also teachers and lessons, okay? Very normally associated with like gurus or those who are in the know, those who have valuable knowledge, valuable information, something of value that they can then pass on to other people, you know, so that others can then become more knowledgeable and enlightened. It's also promises, okay? It's the card of commitments as well. And it came out with the Knights of Cups, which can be a romantic offering or a loving offering. It's, I feel that your intent is actually this Knight of Cups, okay? Now, for some background, this person, excuse me, a little bit of a hiccup, this person could be this way towards you through some kind of history that you share with another person that they are now involved with, and they feel threatened by that, okay? There once upon a time could have been love between yourself and this individual, you know? You could have given to this person, you could have been committed to this person. Again, just take it as it resonates. It's going to be different for all of you. But basically, this is very high vibe energy. He's on a white horse there, which is all about freedom of spirit. It's got like a black and white bandana on it, which is really unusual. So the thing is, you do not think in black and white terms. You think in terms of life isn't black and white. Okay, you think in terms of very much intent behind why certain people do certain things. This is an energy of empathy and spirituality where it's not about romantic love. Again, for some this is going to be a romantic situation turned sour, and for others it's not even going to be remotely romantic. So you've got to use your own discernment. You know which way this energy resonates for you, okay? You're very ethical in what it is that you do, okay? Knight of Cups with the Hierophant. Very, very ethical. You make sure that you don't tread all over other people. You're very considerate to how someone else might feel. You know, definitely very empathic. If I've not already said that, I do apologize. It's been a long day, so I might repeat myself. I do apologize if I have, okay? Your code of ethics is very good, basically, and you will not back down on your code of ethics for anybody at any point in time. Okay, very, very stubborn energy is the Hierophant. So that tells me that this individual could not corrupt you. That's the background here. That's why they are now having this meltdown, trying to convince everyone else that you're the bad person. Background being, they couldn't corrupt you. They couldn't corrupt you. because of your high standards, your high ethics. And they did try. Probably multiple times. And each and every time you were like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that because that's going to hurt someone else or that's going to hurt other people. I'm not doing that. I'm not going to back down. These are my models. You're actively trying to get me to go against my own models, and I am not doing it. That's the background. That's why this person has now targeted you specifically. Okay? What's the immediate causes of this, please? What is the immediate causes of this situation? Okay. These two, the energy behind it is very odd. Now, when the cards refuse to go back in the deck, it's something that another person needs to look at, but for whatever reason does not want to look at it. They don't want to look at it. They would prefer to ignore it. Oh, Emperor with the Devil. This is why it's vital when you're reading tarot to feel out the energy that comes with. Okay, it's not just a case of memorizing each individual card's meaning. There's a lot more to it than that. When you're reading, you've got to read intuitively and energetically. You've got to feel out what's going on. Somebody doesn't want to look at this devil energy with the Emperor. Perhaps it was you. Perhaps this is the wider community. Doesn't want to see the unhealthy abuse. This combination is abuse. When you've got someone in charge, someone who is in a position of power, someone who is in a position of some kind of authority over others, combined that with the devil energy, that's a bad idea. That's trouble waiting to happen, that is. Because you all know what the devil energy is. Very greedy, very materialistic, very selfish. And this is the problem with the devil energy, right? This is where the devil's going to get you. Devil energy does never offer you something that you don't want. If it was to offer you something that was dull and meaningless, then you wouldn't want it. There would be no temptation, right? It would be easy to go, I'm not wanting that. What's wrong with you? Why are you offering me that? That's gross. That's disgusting. Why would anybody want that? What the devil does is offers things to people that is very beautiful, that is very shiny, that is very tempting. And it'll offer it on a silver platter. And that's where the devil has power. And the devil only has as much power as what you give it. Now, bearing in mind, the message is, others are not wanting to see this person in a negative light. They know this person is bad. They know this person is unhealthy. They know this person is a liar, a trickster, a deceiver. They know this person ultimately will end up betraying them every bit as much as what they betrayed you and other people that they have witnessed being betrayed by them. They know that their time is limited with this person. They do not want to look at it. They do not want to acknowledge it. They do not want to think, I know that this is going to happen to me as well one day, but maybe, just maybe, if I'm good and if I do what I'm told, and if as long as I don't step out of line, as long as I don't argue back with this person, as long as I agree to go along with whatever this person wants, then maybe, just maybe, I can stay on their side for that wee bit longer. It's insidious, isn't it? Absolutely insidious. Other people don't want to look at this person for being the control freak that they actually are. This is a power grab. Okay? This is someone who is in a position of influence, power, or authority. And they really shouldn't be there. They really shouldn't be there. But isn't it true that a lot of psychopaths are actually in charge of things? It is very, very true. But you've also got to keep in mind as well, the bigger they are, the harder they fall. So do keep that in mind. Because this person doesn't want to look at the fact that one day that mask is going to slip. It slipped for you. It's going to slip for others as well. People of that caliber can only keep up the act for so long. Okay? And that's what you need to keep in mind there. At the moment, yes, they do have a certain amount of control, power, and influence over others. That is undeniable. That devil energy is limited, though. There is always a time limit on how long someone like that can hold their position for. Always. This could also be a person who's got some kind of addictions as well, and they're not wanting to look at their own addictions. And now their own addiction is actually starting to control them. But in the meanwhile, they're going around either telling everyone else or trying to demonstrate to everyone else either they're not addicted at all or that they've got full control of their own addiction. And they actually haven't. I've just noticed at the bottom of that deck is Judgment. Judgment. It's a call to action. I'm getting a call to action here. There could well be going on behind the scenes a call to action that's going on against this person. So don't be too surprised if that happens. What is the enemy, the obstacle, or the challenge that our collective is facing, please? The enemy, the obstacle, or the challenge that our collective is currently facing to do with this situation, please. The sun. The sun is the enemy. Ooh. It's a bit of a strange message, isn't it? Hope, joy, prosperity, abundance, the happiest card in tarot. It seems to be impossible to even think about right now, doesn't it? Because every area that this person is involved with, they've tainted it. They've tainted it. And so your own future doesn't even bear thinking about right now because of all the uncertainty that's being caused here. You've got to keep in mind what I said. There is always a time limit on that devil energy, always. What's the attitude that would be beneficial to our collective at this time, please? Attitude is beneficial to our collective at this time, please. Okay, the moon and the star. Sun, moon, star. Potential. Your potential. You cannot lose sight of your own potential here. Okay. This is subconscious energy. It's deep, deep feelings. It can also indicate your deepest, darkest fears. And then you've got healing, nurturing, rebuilding, and wish fulfillment. They're saying, it sounds cheesy, they're saying that you're going to have to face your fear. And make sure that you're not going along with this bullshit. Make sure you don't fall into that trap of agreeing to go along with whatever that person wants just to keep the peace. Because it's not going to keep the peace. It's definitely not going to keep your peace. Face your fear. And the moon, the star, your wish fulfillment. Can you tell us more about that moon? That's like trust in the messages that you're receiving here through your subconscious. You've got the 5 of Cups in the world. Trust that these feelings are temporary. These feelings of darkness and uncertainty is temporary. You do have healing here. You will have an opportunity for some greatness with this star energy. You will get wish fulfillment here. Okay. In the world. That's like a cycle complete for good. In the meanwhile, you're being asked for you to feel your grief, for you to acknowledge your feelings, and to understand that this is temporary. What action should our collective take at this point in time, please? What action should our collective take at this point in time? Interesting. There's a lot of pushback going on again with the deck. I very much suspect that this individual is afraid that they are losing their control over you. So the action that you're needing to take is to be a provider for yourself and for your family in any way that you know how. The action that you're needing to take is to focus on your future, on your abundance, on your prosperity, on your security, and to start doing anything that is going to help you feel more secure about your future. Make a start on that right now with this King of Pentacles, King of Coins energy. Have some kind of long-term plan of action put in place. Okay? What's the most likely outcome here, please? Most likely outcome here. Thank you. I knew that's how it was going to come out. Oh man, I was feeling that. Expect the unexpected. You think at this point in time, this person's too powerful. They're too big to be held accountable. And guess what? Spirit's telling you, no, they're not. What? No, they're not. Everybody at some point has to be held accountable for the shit that they've done in their lifetime. During the lifetime that they are currently living as well. You're going to watch this person fall from their ivory tower. What is it I told you guys? The bigger they are, the harder they fall. And now you've got the tower in the outcome. I legit was feeling that energy. I knew that was coming. And you probably know it's coming too. At least subconsciously you know it's coming. You're just waiting for the physical evidence, the physical proof of this person falling from their high tower. It's coming. Definitely. 8 of Cups. The situation's gone as far as it can possibly go. Now it's time for someone new to step in and take their place. Now it's time for someone else to take over. Maybe you. Maybe you're this Page of Coins who's going to be taking their place, who's going to be learning on the job. Page of Coins is a student. There's new, fresh energy that comes in. It's a breath of fresh air. Whoever this is, they are going to have no other option but to move over and let someone else take that throne, take that position, take that place. Whatever area this is in regards to, okay? They're not going to have a choice. The Tower is forced. It's forced energy. It's forced by the universe. It's forced by the natural order of things. So at the moment, they're doing all this down here, dragging you through the mud out of their own desperation to retain that power, dominance and control that they have over other people right now. They're going to lose that throne anyway. That imaginary throne of theirs. They lose it anyway. I have a healing message for our collective, please. Tell me when. Healing message for our collective. Tell me when. Okay, thank you. Dance is on one foot. Balancing act. Okay, this one's number 9, and 9s indicate for you not to rest on your laurels, not to quit, not to give up. 9s are all about perseverance and dedication and also endurance, okay? 9s tell you you're nearly at the finishing line, but you're not quite there yet, okay? So whenever someone goes, oh, 9 is completion, no, it's not, because that sets like a false precedence. Then it's like you could end up not giving yourself that final push that's actually needed to get you over that metaphorical finishing line, okay? 9s are that final push. Okay, this one says balancing act, resourcefulness and saying yes to life. When dances on one foot shows up, you're called to find a new balance. Just as a dancer moves gracefully into each pose, no matter how precariously balanced a step might seem, you must bring equanimity to the situation before you, no matter how thorny or difficult a relationship seems. If you're putting too much effort into managing your life, work, relationships, family, and digital media, then you're missing the point. You have to be dancing while juggling your entire life, knowing that at any one time, half of it is going to be up in the air. It is not that you're doing too much and find it impossible to catch up. Rather, it's that you're confusing readiness with preparation. You will never ever be fully prepared for all of the challenges in life, but you can be ready to say yes to a new invitation that the universe offers you. Live in a state of yes to spirit and no to everything that is not infused with life, romance, vitality, and the sacred. You will be surprised by how quickly your load lightens when you hold true to this lesson. You're challenged now to work with the resources available to you and not be seduced by the belief of, if I only had more. Life has provided you with everything that you need to accomplish your goals and fulfill your mission. When it feels like you're losing your balance, do not contract, holding your arms close to your chest, for you will fall. Instead, reach out and extend them fully, saying yes to Spirit's steadying hand. Yeah. Don't give up hope. Don't give up on you. Don't give up on life. Okay. Life is definitely a very delicate balancing act. And when you get people like that who take things out of balance, that's when you're going to end up with a problem. And that's where the universe is going to force things back into balance. And that's where they experience that force as karma. Okay, so I'm going to conclude this reading with the Spiritual AF deck. Now, for anyone who is new here, then I do need to give the warning that there is swearing and sarcasm in these decks. If you're allergic to that sort of thing, then you just don't have to listen, okay? It's just a bit of light-hearted fun at the end of the reading. Okay. The secret to being a good human is learning not to take your shit out on others. Yeah, that's exactly what that person does. They take their crap out on others. Whenever this person's in a mood, they want everyone else to feel that, to know that. You know? They can't stand to see others happy when they are in a bad mood. Learning to STFU is a life-changing skill. There is a time and a place to express your feelings, but that's usually after you've taken some deep breaths, maybe like a million of them, once you've figured out what the difference is between your shit and their shit and just shit that happened. Not every emotion deserves an action. Sometimes you just gotta feel shit, take note, and let it move through you. If you're speaking when agitated or afraid, you're usually taking your shit out on others. Harming someone else will never make you feel better. It just fucking won't. Yeah. So avoid becoming like this person. Okay. It's next time you're upset or agitated, really take note. How do I respond to that? How do I react to that? Do I end up snapping at other people who had nothing at all to do with my injury, with my bad mood? Okay. And then it's recognizing the ways in which you actively make sure that you don't make other people feel like crap just because you're feeling like crap. And then how do people like this do it? Okay, so if you're feeling like you're a bad person because of the way that this person's been treating you, just do keep that in mind. Well, you're not a bad person because you don't take out your shit on other people the way that this one does. Yeah, that is what I have for you guys today. I just genuinely hope that that reading has been helpful to someone. If you're looking for a private reading, then the information to book your private reading, it will be in my description box below. Don't forget to go check out all of the other readings that I've released as well. You're bound to find something that's going to be useful for you. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.